everybody. Welcome to the weekly Blab. Hi, Katie.
Hello. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm joining you on the couch.
You're not going to hear a ding for that. You got an actual cup ding.
That was a real ding. Yeah, this is the weekly Blab. It's our new series, Unedited.
Yes, this is going to be an unedited. Basically, the way we like to describe it is, if podcast had a family member, this would be basically the cousin.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the brother earlier, like the older brother.
Probably like the older brother. Okay, so it's a brother. They're really closely related.
Because when you said that, I was envisioning like the cool guy with the thin mustache coming in, and maybe
does he have a cool car?
He might drive a Camaro or a Trans Am like Billy from Stranger Things.
Oh,
you know?
Okay, that's what we are. We're basically Billy.
Well, I don't know if I'm that cool. That guy's pretty cool.
And cute.
Some would say.
So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be pretty much unedited, unscripted. Not that anything really is scripted.
No, but just less structural. We're just going to talk about stuff. And
we're going to basically talk about everything from the week.
Yeah.
Now, the good part about doing this is that Wednesday, our weekly live stream, sometimes we miss it here and there. But the idea with that is that it'll be more based on interactive, like
it is. It's interaction with you guys and connecting with you guys.
But we want it to be even more interactive.
Yeah.
Therefore, this will be kind of more downloading, more giving you information, and we're going to talk about the week that we just had prior.
We are.
We are. We're going to talk about the week we had prior.
Yeah.
And we're going to really try to make extremely minimal, to no edits, if possible.
That's why, like right now, I'm going to check something, and I would never put this in the video, but I just have to double check something.
See that? That's
I'm
the
double
reality,
checking.
folks.
This is the real deal.
He's paranoid that we're not going to capture the sound.
The audio. I was checking the audio. See, now that's the kind of behind the scenes action you're going to get here on the weekly Blab.
And that's kind of what we wanted it to be, though,
yeah,
because
loose.
Most of our videos, although they can be shot pretty tight, like, because there could be music playing in a park that could cause a copyright strike.
True.
Here and there. But the idea with our videos is we've always went for when I say this does not discount some other creators that put high-tech, multiple, like, shots and crazy good stuff in there, but that's just not the style we wanted for Best Life and Beyond. So this is kind of going along with
do some crazy stuff, but
yeah, but we don't do high
true,
technical stuff.
We're like medium tech.
Medium tech, low to medium tech is what I think. So
and if you notice, the shot is a little wider. Mm-hmm. We wanted to kind of have it like you guys are sitting on the couch with us, just
chilling. It's
chatting.
as if you came over to our house and you were like,
"Let's have some tea.
Let's have
a chat.
Coffee." I'm having reduced calorie.
Oh.
Hot chocolate from Swiss Miss. It's
very good.
One Weight Watcher point if you're following. So first, let's kind of explain to you what we're going to end up talking about. Are you having coffee, by the way?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about my coffee.
I'm sorry. I'll say that after.
I have a nice cup of, well, by the way, it's a Disney kind of cool, low-key Disney cup. But I have a Keurig of some Italian roast, a Starbucks Italian roast.
Oh, that I bought today.
Yeah, and just with a little half and half, a little fat-free half and half.
Fat-free half and half.
Which will kind of, hopefully that'll transition into the next thing we're going to talk about. Does that work a little bit?
Well, first I was going to give them a little bit of a rundown so they know what to expect.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about everything that kind of happened today.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go backwards, kind of, touch on how Spencer went and painted.
Oh, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day. We're going to talk about why we're here at the beach.
Sure.
Obviously, like, what have we been doing this whole week? Then we're going to kind of touch on and maybe kind of close it out a little bit with, our thoughts on Disneyland.
Yeah.
We're in a weird state where
we're in that time frame. We're in that really bizarre time frame of Touch of Disney is now underway and has a limited time of existence in this reality, and then just before the reopening of Disneyland for its longest closure in history. So this is a really weird kind of in-between space in reality for all of us Disney fans, and I think also for the situation, as I call it,
the pandemic
coming to, there's some light at the end of the tunnel there. So it also kind of weighs in that time frame. We're in this interesting comeback time, and it feels good. So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. So That's kind of what we'll do. And I mean, first and obvious, as we talked about with our fat-free half and half.
Oh, this is good.
And my reduced calories, obviously, if you watched Home is Where the Vlog Is that we uploaded late last night.
It was late.
We actually uploaded our last 2 videos at 10 o'clock Disneyland Standard Time.
Yeah, that's what all the kids are doing these days, Katie.
Pretty late.
Actually, they're not.
But we did, and we were trying to get it up earlier, but we didn't.
We do our best, folks.
We also had.
We were up.
Yeah.
I would say we were up pretty early. No, we had an issue, like you said, with uploading the video, and then we had another issue with some stuff that isn't even worth mentioning. But it was like kept me up till 1.
Yeah.
And so.
And we had to be up early.
We had to be up early, so let's start with this morning. We got up early because we had a little interview on the CBS affiliate out in Bakersfield, KBAK. Aaron Perlman was the anchor.
Yeah, and it's Bakersfield, right?
Bakersfield, that's what I said. And Aaron, we met, I should say, at Galaxy's Edge.
Right.
On the opening day.
Yes,
Wasn't
we
it
did.
The opening day?
Yes, it was. And he had told us, and he said it on the broadcast, which we will make sure to link that whole thing in the description box below. But he had told us, I'm trying to remember though, he had told us though that him and his wife, and I want to say her name, I want to say it's Mindy, but I know him and his wife.
Unedited. See, this is how it goes. Anyways,
but I guess they watched our videos.
Yeah, they were familiar with Best Life and Beyond. They'd seen a few episodes, and so we had a nice chat about that in Galaxy's Edge, and we stayed in touch. And sure enough, he came calling. He's one of those like really cool anchor news guys, like so smooth and cool, and like. So we were a little nervous because he's really good at what he does. He's a broadcaster, and so we got up to do that interview via Zoom. Which is kind of the way everything's done, nowadays, and it makes it easy for us.
And I had only ever used Zoom, like when we were talking to like David and Liz, and we did that over quarantine. Do you remember that? Like we went and got Lucille's.
Yeah, we're not super versed in Zoom. I used it at work a little bit when I was still doing some days during the pandemic, but so we got up early because the live hit. It was going to be a live interview. Was going to be at around 8:20. So we had to connect with the network a little bit early and get ready and make sure that it was happening, and we didn't think it was connected right, and then we finally got it, and that was cool. And like I said, we were pretty nervous about it because we know that those things are very short.
I think I was mostly nervous for an audio bopping in and out because when we were testing it,
let me tell you,
we had, and I think it was our end that it had that issue.
I don't know, but the connection, this is an issue with Zoom calls anyways, and especially trying to dub it into live TV. The connection sometimes drops out, like if it's a bad cell service and somebody's in a weird spot and it's skipping and you're trying to talk to them. It was like that.
Right.
And so immediately we're like, oh no, like this is live. Like what if we don't know what they're asking us? Because in the commercial break, we got to talk to Aaron and kind of go over it just briefly for like 15 seconds. Like he was basically saying what he was, going to ask us and how it was going to go. And it was also the time that they checked the audio behind the scenes to make sure we can hear each other. And so it seemed fine, but it broke up a little bit during that. And we were like, oh no.
Just that, like, you'll hear it if you watch the actual interview.
There's a part.
Like, there's a part where I was like, oh, it cut out, like, just the slightest bit. And I said it, too. I was like, it cut out just in case.
Yeah.
We answered it
But
wrong.
luckily, yours truly, I dug it out. I could tell what he was saying and the question he was asking. So I said, I think you're asking this, and here's the answer to that.
But I have to say, though, like, Aaron made us feel so comfortable, like
very disarming. Is that the word?
I don't know what that means.
Like taking the stress out of it. Like,
oh, okay.
I think that's the word. I don't know if I'm using it correctly.
But I just felt like I felt super comfortable. I felt like it was just like somebody that actually believed in our channel interviewing us versus somebody that maybe was like, oh, I don't know.
Given the script to read and was like, okay, I got to interview these guys.
Felt like they were.
Who are these guys?
Yeah,
what do they do?
I actually felt the care and the
vloggers?
love and the trust.
Oh, vlog. What is a no?
You're right.
Sorry, but it was. He was very. made us not nervous once we started talking to him, and it
Yeah.
felt like we were having a nice chat. And then before you knew it, it was over.
Yeah.
Because I think the segment was between 4 and 5 minutes, which in TV time, when you're doing the interview or working on an interview, it flies by. Like that's a short segment on a regular daytime talk show. 4 to 5 minutes is like one of those short segments, and you can only get a few questions in. Especially if you blab on like we do. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, it went great. And we got to talk about Disneyland, and we got to talk about Touch of Disney. But you guys will, like I said, we'll put the link in the description so you can check
Just
that
watch
out.
it after this, though.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yeah, don't watch it yet.
You can.
But
and then we went, yeah.
I'll let you go ahead.
No.
See, unedited.
I was gonna say we went down. So as we kind of touched on earlier, we're trying to lose because we went to Florida, and remember how we said, oh, we're gonna try to eat at a lot of restaurants and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, we walked a ton, but we also ate like double cheese fatties.
Well, we already went over there with our quarantine weight. Let's be fair.
Right.
It's not like we went to Florida all svelte and trim.
You're right. We have not gotten rid of the weight we gained in quarantine.
No.
Because right before...
And everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Right before the pandemic started, I was on my weight loss. Like, I was doing good. I think I was...
You were.
I was down like 12, 13 pounds.
You were, and I was... Man, I couldn't even... I just kept eating stuff. I was being so bad. I was trying.
I was terrible too. But I think we kind of used the eating as like a coping thing. Like, it made me feel better, and it made me feel like I had some control left in my life.
Yeah, and if we didn't...
it was fun to show on the vlog.
That's true. I was going to say, if we didn't have the channel and you guys out there...
I still would have eaten like a double cheese fatty.
I would have eaten a lot worse, because at least this gave me something to do, and I was editing, and we were working on vlogs.
I thought you were going to say you were going to eat better.
No.
I was like, dude, really?
No. Okay. I would have gone down the drive-through rabbit hole hard. Like, I would not have even, like, because there was times when we would go drive through because there was nothing going on.
Though. Like, just take the 50 days of quarantine. We ate Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
In and out multiple times. We went and got Randy's Donuts.
We did.
We made mac and cheese from scratch.
True.
I mean, the meatloaf was pretty good. Like, but we kind of...
We tried. By the way...
Oh, we ate a bucket of cheese balls.
The cheese ball check-in. If you know what that is, you know. And if you don't, you got to go watch the original Home is Where the Vlog Is series. Real quick, as this whole thing is unedited, there may be a cut... an edit just to fix the audio, because we are running audio on a different system other than the camera you're watching. We're tying it in, and it might time out and stop recording, and I may have to re-hit record. So
we just figured it's better to work out the kinks.
Yeah, if that happens,
with you guys.
That's the only edit you will see, but it's not going to stop the or edit the content, so to speak. It will just be a technical stop down, and you might see a little jump, and we'll let you know that happened.
Do you want to do it right now, because you're getting to the limit of time?
Yeah, so we're gonna just take a quick stop down. There'll be a minor cut in 3, 2, 1.
And that's that.
And we're back.
And
it was that
that's
fast.
that.
Sorry about the little bump. I mean, you can't get around it. We changed positions a little bit, but the audio,
I didn't move really.
Audio's good.
That much.
Yeah. So back to, we were talking about,
Oh, what we did today. So
yeah.
After that, we went and walked on the beach. I did my laps because...
I almost thought you were going to say, I thought of Adam and Justin in my head, you walk in the beat.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I won't go there. It's not my thing, but it was just in my head, because those guys, they crack me up. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I went and walked. So I did, I've been doing... The first day we did almost 5 miles, 4.5, I think.
Yeah.
And then,
how did you feel about that? Were you like, did it get you?
It sucked. Okay, but here's what it is. The day one of everybody says like, oh, day one is not that, or it's the worst, Listen, it is the end of day 2.
Yeah,
hurts.
When it catches up, right?
Dude, I went to the store and I was in so much pain. I was like, it hit me. So I had to go to Albertsons, I had to go to Trader Joe's, and I had to go to Health Nut to go get our salads and the dressings that I wanted. in the middle of Albertsons. I'm telling you. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it was about the middle of Albertsons. I probably went to go look for Topo Chico, and I was like cramping. My legs were just like stiffening.
Did you have a shopping cart at least to balance yourself?
I did, but I was leaning over it, and some
Well, that's
guy,
what I mean.
some spry guy, comes going past me, just like he's like this, like, oh, looking for the Funyuns, huh? And I was like,
oh, that's funny.
bro, it was so painful, but it hit me, and now that's why I'm sitting, like, I couldn't even like move.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it because I was feeling it. I walked it with you. We've had the same schedule. We've done the same things or not done anything. And so that's why today, along with your walk, I wanted to try to surf because the waves picked up just a little bit, just enough.
It was enough
to make it surfable because yesterday was flat and it's slowly coming up. It's not going to be big or anything, but so I jumped in the water and let me tell you, I always have trepidation about that because I start doubting myself. It's been over a year, maybe about a year,
right? And
the water's 55 degrees and blah blah blah. So I'm lucky enough that we have kind of a private little spot here where it's only neighbors that surf there because of how the beach is kind of
so you didn't have
semi-private.
To be embarrassed?
Seriously, I don't have to be out in public with like 45 people with thinking of how I normally surf and then failing miserably and people going, oh, this guy's a joke. Anyways, I paddled out there and I brought the GoPro, so I'm going to show you guys a couple clips. I have like the little mouth GoPro mount, so you can see my POV a little bit. You can't really see the board too much on all of them, but you can kind of see me kind of making my way down these tiny little waves.
Now, I would have tried to catch some, by the way, I would have tried to catch some from the beach, but I was doing my laps because we only had a certain amount of time today.
So that's why you only see the POV shots from my GoPro in the water.
I think I got one clip.
I think you got one clip of one wave we'll show.
The small one.
And but yeah, it was good. I got about 5 or 6 waves, real small, but fun little trimmers, like a couple that were semi-long. And by the end of it, I couldn't even pop myself up anymore, like, the push-up.
See, do you feel like I do that, like, I wonder if you feel the same way. Now, when I was out there walking, I'm like, this used to be so easy for me. I could go, like,
surfing.
Do you feel defeated when you can't just go right back to the status where you were?
Yeah, because in my mind, I'm there.
Right.
But like my weakness and my out of shapeness prevented it.
Right.
And it was embarrassing because there was a couple neighbors out there. When my first couple of waves, I was good because I wasn't worn out yet. But then towards the end, at one point, I went to pop up on a decent little wave, and my hand slipped off this side as I was popping up and kind of landed on my chin. It was like so just
rookie mistake.
Yeah, but it was and then the next one, I was so tired that I barely popped myself up, and when I hopped up, I was so off balance and I fell. It was just like,
but I think at the end of the day, because I felt that too, and again, I always say like you can feel multiple feelings, but I think while we did feel both slightly kind of like defeated in a way, or kind of just like, dang it, like,
and let's just say it's humbling.
Right, it's humbling. Well, I was gonna say though, but at the same time, we could also feel kind of like, hey, we're better off than we were yesterday. Yeah,
you got to take that first step
every day.
So yeah,
it's something.
It worked out. It was fun. And then you went to the store, as you told everybody, and that was that. And so that was kind of our day.
I really loaded up on stuff, because we've been in Malibu, obviously, for a few days. We're kind of staying here because we're working on some projects here at the house. That needs to.
We're also doing fun things like taxes.
Yeah. Lots of finances and whatnot.
But stuff it's not even worth talking about because it's like too responsible. But what I did want to talk about was also earlier this week, we're backing up again. One of the vlogs we put out, I got to paint a graffiti piece over at Melrose at the Fame Yard, and it was an event for Go Spray Paint. Shout out to Go Spray Paint. Shout out to Gorilla One. Shout out to Meg Zaney. The Fame Yard. Anyways, it was a great event, and multiple artists painting, and some music, some culture, some meetups, people who hadn't seen each other for a while, because you got to remember, and I forgot about this when we were there was this whole thing that happened where nobody has seen each other for a while.
I know, right?
And
Isn't that crazy?
The beauty of human nature is, when I was there, I kind of felt like I almost felt like this stuff's been going on the whole time, and I have just decided to step back into it. But then I heard some other, there was another podcast on it, and they were talking about it, and they were kind of like, yeah, you got to remember, we haven't seen anybody in a while. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
You're like, I forgot about that.
So as well as I wouldn't have seen a lot of these people anyways because of my other stuff I've been doing, and I haven't been painting, so I don't run into these people, let alone there's this whole situation. So that was a blast. I hope you guys saw that and watched it. Katie came and helped out, started taking over the filming. She did some of the background. I had to like stop her. She was tagging. It became a whole thing.
I tried. It was fun. That's the best part for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like getting to watch you and everything, but I liked actually grabbing the can and like, cause I'm one of those learners, and I'm one of those people like it's like I like to have like the tangible like.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, you saw me do a few lines, and you're like, I want to do it. I want to do that right now.
I will. Watch how straight I'm going to get my lines. You're going to be like, oh.
It's like a challenge. She's going to battle me now.
I am. I'm throwing down.
Okay, and so then before that was the Big Touch of Disney event, which...
Actually, wait. No, that was after that.
Oh, it was after.
You're right.
Oh, wow.
We went backwards.
I'm going all out of order, but...
It's this week.
The biggest thing that happened this week, I feel...
we're trying to just touch on the highlights and whatnot of, like, what kind of went down over, this time. So, we had Touch of Disney, which is kind of what we talked about with Aaron today from the news there.
Yeah, from
is just
KBAK, Bakersfield.
Is just how Touch of Disney, opened. How was it? How did it feel?
Yeah.
And I mean, I wish we could have dragged on and on about it, but I mean, now that we've had some time to kind of like process, like, wow, we were back in DCA.
It was crazy, and we got to go to the preview day, which was a little different because it was it was cast members, and it had its own beauty and its own essence. We got to watch a lot of cast member folks who were visiting that day with their families see working cast members and these reunions and these feelings that were tangible. You could cut them with a knife. It was
the most remarkable thing.
And I think we were just walking around gawking at everything.
As you saw in the video.
We didn't eat at any of the booths on the preview day. We went straight to Lamplight, had a meal there, and just kind of walked around and just went like, whoa, this is crazy. So then by the time the actual day came, boy, was that energy amazing when everybody was there. It was the public. It was a lot of our friends and fellow content creators, and it was just... You know
what I really appreciated, speaking of that?
Yeah.
I really appreciated there was so many comments, and what's crazy is, like, the audience that you guys are just, I don't know, what we're going for, and the fact that you appreciate what we're going for. What we wanted to capture that day was the energy of the actual event.
Yeah, we did.
It's still got a little more time. We wanted to capture the energy of it, and we wanted to be able to, like, interview and show our friends and, like, give them some, because the thing is, there's tons of new vloggers, new people trying to do their thing, and that's fabulous, and we wanted to kind of, like, show some of that, show some of, just...
Yeah, and get their take on it, because,
everybody saw it and felt it somewhat different.
There's some new fresh eyes on the scene, and so I love to hear how they're feeling about it, and because I kind of know without asking, even though I like to ask him, like I know how David feels because I know him pretty well. I know how Dylan feels because I'm with him a lot, but like it was nice to talk to some of the new guys and see what their take was and how they're feeling.
Even if they're not new, but like people we hadn't talked to all the time, and or like literally.
And when I say new, I mean they've been around. It's just that they're they're growing channels now. They're making their way through, and it's awesome to see.
But it's just nice you guys appreciated all of that, and
it was fun.
You guys
and
see the love.
Like she said, we wanted to capture the tone of the day, so as if, which we like to do anyways, like you're with us, you're there, and here's how it feels, as opposed to here's how it looks and tastes. We want to tell you how it feels, and we hope we translated that. It felt like that to me, and I was on kind of a real adrenaline rush out of that for a couple of days after, it was like...
I would definitely say the same. I kept having to like pinch myself, like, did I really go back there? Like,
I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Put it to you that way. It was the end of the night. We were down there at Radiator Springs, and all the
hard.
neon, and everybody was gathered at the rope, and it was almost like being at the castle, and having the security there, like standing there, like waiting, like, come on, guys, it's time to go. And we were all just like,
good luck getting us out when
everybody's
actual
chatting
Disneyland
and interacting, and we're seeing people we haven't seen, and then people that we knew but didn't know as well, and just having a good time. And
I met a lot of new faces, and got a lot of new like Instagram handles to follow.
Yeah,
that was fun. And I mean, now we're basically, as of this moment, which we also touched on when we we're on that newscast this morning, is that we still don't know when tickets are going to be available for actual Disneyland.
No, we don't.
We know pretty much the same stuff that we know last week, but this would also be one of those places where we would, on a show like this, where we would actually like talk about, those things or those changes. So, so now upcoming for this next week, a lot of you probably, like, sometimes I have things like pretty like concrete planned. Yeah. But this next week,
it's a little loose.
We really don't have that much planned.
But that's okay.
Yeah. But we've been brainstorming.
And when she says plan, that means like for
videos.
For videos and vlogs.
It's going to be a hard week because we have a lot of stuff in our personal life, like taxes and, like I said, projects here at this place.
I wish I could make a video about taxes that was entertaining, because I would do it, but it's
you'd make people sick.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be horrifying.
It'd be nauseous, or they'd be falling asleep. But
maybe both.
But we'll try to find the way to get some fun in there and do some stuff, because we would anyways. If we take a break from doing what we're doing and go down to the beach, or if we go hit something good for lunch that we want to share with you guys, those types of things.
We really just want to try to keep it like real to like what's going on in our life.
Yeah.
How we're feeling, what
are we
doing?
We're trying so hard to take kind of a half step back and just, kind of like we did at Touch of Disney, how we were in it, but we wanted to kind of step back and look at it as a whole and see what was going on. And we're trying to take this time, like we said, to really understand what's going on, because this time will be gone, and we'll look back on it. And remember it was like right before Disney opened, and we were kind of in this in-between zone, and so we're just trying to like capture the reality of it for us anyways, and share it with you guys. And we want to hear from you guys how you feel about that as well. And it's coming up quick. Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Because I am. But I'm excited at the same time. I think my excitement outweighs
your nervousness.
Yeah, because at first I was like, about getting tickets, like, well, we have to get tickets, and then now I'm like, it's cool, like,
it's kind of like what is meant to be will be.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the
takeaway
I'm taking on it, is like, however it's meant to happen, I'm meant to be there on that day, and that's that. And I think that we've talked about it on What's Happening Wednesday. You guys said, it's fine, whatever day you guys get there, we will be there to support you and watch. Right. And that takes away a lot of the anxious feelings that we had.
True.
But speaking of letting us know how you feel, this would be a good time to kind of close this down and bring it to an end. Yeah.
We've blabbed enough.
We've blabbed enough. Now, if you do want these to go a little bit longer, you got to kind of voice what you would like or wouldn't like.
Let us know. Do you want it shorter? Is this too much?
Yeah. Would you like something that's like a little bit more in depth? Like what's because we can do this for an hour.
Oh yeah, easily. But this is kind of the inaugural run, and this was we feel our way through it and see how.
So if you watch this, give yourself a pat on the back, because you watched the inaugural
I watched it.
New thing. This is it. It's I think it's pretty fun, and it's cozy, and
I know what we're gonna look back, because What's Happening Wednesday, our first time we ever did it, we watch it and we cringe because it was all very new to us, and we even called it What's Happening Disneyland. We were standing up. We were at Small World.
My God.
Anyways, the whole am I boring you?
No, I'm just tired. I've been up since
I'm kidding
5.
when I say that. But I want to look back on this one, and because I hope that this will be a continuing series. No, and just kind of go, wow, look how we started, and look where it developed, because we love to kind of like let it find its way. It's like we're launching the ship, but we're kind of seeing where the currents take it, and we'll roll with that, because if that's how it's got to be, then we just take it as it is.
That's how we do.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. So, that being said, let's close this out. So again, comment below what you're thinking on it. Do you dig this? Do you not?
Do you like the it's basically like a recap of the week and talking about what we're doing, keeping you guys updated on that, and then kind of, what is coming up, if there's anything coming up. If not,
also let us know, do you think we can actually lose our...
Sorry, we had another little edit there. We had to roll the audio again, but
do you think we'll actually succeed in losing our quarantine weight? Do you think it's possible?
Oh man.
Do you believe?
Do you believe? I believe. I have to believe.
Oh
geez, sorry. Then I bumped the camera.
Wow, you got a little too amped there.
Yeah,
too much
I kicked
coffee.
the camera because I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. We hope you guys enjoyed the weekly Blab. If you, like Katie said, any suggestions, we would love to hear them.
If you really did like it, please comment below. And the most important thing, too, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
I was like, do I say subscribe first or thumbs up first?
As Dylan would say, smash that like button.
Well, I want you to like...
It'd be cool if you actually hit it with your thumb, too.
I want you to boop it.
Wow.
Just boop.
Not sure what that means.
Well, because it's like this. Boop.
Okay. Is that like a touch of Disney? Touch of Disney.
There you go. Touch of Disney. Give the like button.
There you go.
Touch of Disney, the like button.
That works.
And then subscribe. Touch of Disney, the subscribe button.
Wow. We got to put her to sleep. We'll see you guys next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye-bye, everybody.